Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. Dear friends, we were talking about used to. Used to as an adjective means accustomed to. Accustomed to, that means habitual. Habitual. Expresses, used to expresses a routine or a habit. Now let me explain this by sharing the screen. Used to used to is used as an auxiliary verb. When it is used, uh, there was a query that what is the individual meaning of use, and used to, when it is used as an auxiliary verb, it has different meaning. So used to as an adjective, and when it is used as auxiliary, it means accustomed to. Accustomed to, that means habitual to, नित्याचा, हमेशा का. And along with this used to expresses a routine or pattern or habit. दोनों तीनों को व्यक्त करते हैं. When this used to is used as an auxiliary. For example, he is quite used to hard work. He is quite used to hard work. यानी उसको हार्ड वर्क करने की अच्छी आदत है. He is quite used to hard work. So here used to, that means the habit of, accustomed to. This is the different meaning when it is used as auxiliary verb. And when it is used as finite verb, इंडिविजुअली जब इसको इस्तेमाल किया जाता है, व्हेन इट इज इंडिविजुअली यूज्ड, तो यूज का इस्तेमाल होता है उपयोग करना, टू यूज फॉर यूजिंग योर पेन, यू कैन राइट, यू कैन यूज कैलकुलेटर फॉर द कैलकुलेशंस, यानी उपयोग, टू यूटिलाइज, ऐसा उसका सेपरेट मीनिंग होता है. टूल्स आर यूज्ड टू रिपेयर द मशीन्स, तो वो उसका फाइनिट वर्ब के रूप में इस्तेमाल है. सो यूज टू, व्हेन इट इज यूज्ड एज auxiliary verb, it has the meaning like accustomed to, routine or pattern or habit. For example, he is quite used to hard work. You will soon get used to it. आपको उसकी जल्दी आदत हो जाएगी, habit. Then as a model auxiliary, it expresses discontinued habit और past situation. जो past की habit थी वो भी व्यक्त करता है, which is now discontinued. For example, here I used to live when I was a child. Here I used to live when I was a child. When I was a child, at this place I was living. मैं रहता था. Now he does not live here. She used to drink milk. Now she takes tea. Earlier she used to drink milk. वो पहले उसकी आदत थी कि भाई मिल्क लेना है. Now she has left drinking milk and now she takes tea. Then used is followed by the to. Used is followed by the to of an infinitive, and to stress this fact, it is often referred to as used to, just as have meaning obligation is referred to as have to. Used to is always in the past form. When it is used as an auxiliary, it is used. It is always in the past form. It does not have a present tense. The present tense of I used to work. I used to work in Delhi is now I used to work in Delhi. Then used to should not be confused with the finite verb use. Dear friends, you do not confuse this used to with use. Use is a finite verb and used to is an auxiliary verb. For example, I used to this writing. I used to I USED used to use this writing test. I used to use this writing desk. I used to use this writing desk. Look at here, students. Here there are two use. I used to use this writing desk. Now you will see this used to is an auxiliary. It is an auxiliary, and this use is a finite verb. This use is a finite verb. Finite verb means which is limited by the number and subject of by number and the persons of the subject. So this auxiliary has the meaning of used to, that means accustomed to, habitual to, but this meaning is not like that. This is the meaning use, that means to उपयोग करने, to utilize it, a purpose for which something may be employed, utility, necessity. So this has the meaning. It expresses the habit or routine used to, auxiliary verb, and this use is finite verb. Its meaning is उपयोग करने, use, to utilize, a purpose for which something may be employed. So this is the individual use of this. I used to use this writing desk. That means I use this writing desk. मैं ये I use this writing desk. मैं ये इस्तेमाल करता हूँ writing desk. But I used to use this writing desk. यानी ये desk को इस्तेमाल करने की मुझे आदत थी. I used to use this writing desk. That means I'm very much accustomed to use this writing desk. ये past में चलेगा. It was my habit to use this writing desk. I was very much habitual to use this writing desk. Now, let us see, but I don't use it now. But I don't use it now. But I don't use it now. I used to auxiliary. Use is finite verb. And when I use this, I used to. It has become the habitual or the routine work in the past. But I don't use it now. Here, use is again used. This is not auxiliary. It is the finite or the main verb. Use, that means उपयोग करना, इस्तेमाल में लाना, this way. And this used to means accustomed to, habitual to, expresses routine or pattern, this way. I used to use this writing desk, but I don't use it now. ये writing desk मैं पहले इस्तेमाल करता था, अभी मैं इस्तेमाल नहीं करता. इस्तेमाल करना, use. And I was habitual to use. Habitual, accustomed to means used to. This is the difference between used to and only use. Now, dear students, do you have any queries about this? You can ask. ऋषिकेश सर आणखीन त्यांचे काही डाऊट असतील तर ते विचारूया. परंतु हा जो महत्वाचा त्यांचा डाऊट होता की व्हॉट इज द डिफरन्स बिटवीन यूज टू अँड यूज, ते क्लिअर झालेलं आहे. हॅलो.
If anyone have doubts, then ask from sir on the chat. Sir will solve that. Do chat.
सिद्धार्थ.
Prefer chat option, Siddharth.
Sir, please repeat ought to. Okay, dear friend. Okay. Ought. Dear friend, the model auxiliary ought is used टू एक्सप्रेस मॉरल ऑब्लिगेशन, एक नैतिक जवाबदारी, और एक नैतिक जवाबदारी के रूप में इसका इस्तेमाल करते करते हैं। और इसके बाद में हमेशा टू आता है, और टू, और टू। The model auxiliary ought is used to express moral obligation or duty. It expresses our duty, अपना कर्तव्य, और एक नैतिक जवाबदारी, एक moral obligation। इसके जो इस्तेमाल है वेरी सिंपल। Very simple. You ought not to speak to your parents in this manner. Again, moral obligation or duty. Dear friends, ये हमारी जो नैतिक जिम्मेदारी होती है, हमारी जो मॉरल ड्यूटी होती है, उसको इंडिकेट करने के लिए दिस ऑट टू इज यूज्ड। फॉर एग्जांपल, हमने क्या करना चाहिए और क्या नहीं। वी ऑट नॉट टू स्पीक टू योर पेरेंट्स इन दिस मैनर, यानी आपने इस मैनर से आपके पेरेंट्स से बात नहीं करना चाहिए। मैनर इन दिस मीन्स रूड मैनर, इन दिस रूड मैनर समझ लो, इन दिस सपोज रूड मैनर, रूड मैनर। So you ought not to speak your parents in this rude manner. ये आपका नैतिक जवाबदारी, it is your moral obligation not to speak to your parents in this manner. Moral obligation व्यक्त करता है। We ought to love our neighbors. हमने क्या करना चाहिए? We ought to love our neighbors. हमारे जो neighbors है, we should love them. उनकी ज़रूरतें हैं, अगर हमें उनको हेल्प भी करना चाहिए। We ought to help our neighbors also. We understand their problems, and if we understand their problems, only then they will understand our problems when we are in need. So helping our neighbors and speaking nicely to our parents, then we must not speak with them in rude manners. So these are our responsibilities, these are our duties, and these are our moral duties, because they are our parents, and neighbors are our neighbors. So it is our moral obligation to help them. It is our moral obligation to speak in good manners to our parents. Yes. The verb that follows ought is a full infinitive having to before it. To stress this point, ought is sometimes referred to as ought to. The idea of obligation यानी बंधन, एक जवाबदार, can also be expressed with should. Should से भी यह व्यक्त किया जा सकता है। Should also can be used instead of ought to or must. But क्या है कि ought to is used when a feeling of duty is involved. लेकिन हमारी एक ड्यूटी इन्वॉल्व होती है, feeling of duty. At that time we had better use this ought. The negative form of ought to is ought not to. The negative form of ought to is ought not to, and the affirmative form is ought to. Very simple. Now, मराठी मीनिंग ऑफ ought to यानी हमारी एक नैतिक जवाबदारी, ought to, yes, moral obligation. Okay, ठीक है सर. We continue with our new topic now. Second example, we ought to love our neighbors. We ought to love our neighbors. Hmm. Next, okay, ठीक है sir. Now next, uh, we have studied the tenses, and now today we have to start the uses of tenses. The tenses and the kinds of tenses. Today we are to learn the uses of tenses. But before starting the uses of tenses, again, let's do the revision of this. Tenses, tense means time, the time of the action. The three main divisions of time are present time, past time, and future time. Present means now, past, then, and future, time to come. The verb of the sentence has most to do with denoting time. The verb of the sentence. Unmute केलंय sir. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Sentence has most to do with denoting time. So we say there are three tenses of the verb, namely the present tense, the past tense, and the future tense. Note, the word tense means time. The word tense means time. Time, whether present, past, or future, is further divided into four. Each one has four. So, further divided to indicate whether it is something. Number one, that generally happens at no specific time or takes place at the given time, given moment, and then or stands completely at the moment and continues over a period of time. The first is indicated by the verb in its present, past, or future forms. The second is indicated by the verb in its participle form. So simple present, simple past, and simple future Then present continuous, going, working. And third, perfect, present perfect tense, past perfect tense, and future perfect tense, indicated by the use of have, has, or had with the past participle form of the verb. For example, written, thrown, shown, and seen. Then the fourth, present perfect continuous tense, past perfect continuous tense, and future perfect continuous tense. Present perfect continuous tense, past perfect continuous tense, and future perfect continuous tense. Have or had plus been and participle form of the verb. Have been living, had been living. As the table of tenses of the verb to drive or given below indicates. Now, present tense has divided into four subtenses like simple present tense, present continuous tense, and present perfect continuous tense. Then past tense is divided into simple past tense, I wrote a letter. Then past continuous tense, I was writing a letter or we were writing a letter. Then past perfect tense, I had written a letter. And past perfect continuous tense, I had been writing a letter. Now future tense, an action which an action which is going to take place in the future. Now this tense, as we have studied earlier, divided into four subtenses: simple future tense or future simple tense. This is called the simple future tense also. Simple future tense also. Simple future tense. Simple tense. For example, I shall write a letter, we will write a letter, you will write a letter. Then future continuous tense. I shall be writing a letter, we will be writing a letter, you will be writing a letter. Then future perfect tense, I shall have written a letter. And future perfect continuous tense, I shall have been writing a letter. Actually, this part of our tense we have already completed. And now we have to study. Sir, how many minutes are left?